An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Already here, they'll audible to something else. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The Broncos hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. They bring the pressure, and a very short kick. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Get up the field.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The tackle made there by Drew Sanders.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. A strong running. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs 16. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He'll look to throw. Trying to improvise. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. This is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Mahomes now on first down. He gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for KC. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Motion man right is Rice. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw again. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And they get him to the breach halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Matthew White set to kick off.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. From the gun, it's Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 27. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. 2nd and a couple. They're going to look to throw. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. In motion right is Watkins. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Levi Onwuzurike able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. Caught by Dulcich. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. A big play looming on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Just keeping the play alive. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. That ball caught, it's Rice. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. George Karlaftis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Kansas City, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't even which one you're talking about. And I remember your comment earlier. If I remember you, give me a name.